right, once again, we're broadcasting from SMRP, 30th Annual Conference here in Raleigh, North Carolina, and we're talking to Michael right here. We're talking about this technology. He's with Pinnacle, data-driven reliability right there. Michael, talk to us about this.
Sure thing. So this here is our software, Newton, that enables our engineering work practices.
Newton.
Just like the apple hitting you on the head, right?
Yeah.
So what we're looking at here is predicting availability for all of your assets in a unit over the next decade. And so the goal here is to tie every individual data collection point you take, vibration readings, on-stream monitoring, and then inspections, thickness monitoring, as well as predictive, proactive, and corrective maintenance tasks, all the way up to capital spares and major investment planning into one engine so that everybody can talk the same language between your different departments.
This is a predictive tool?
Yes.
So what I see here on the tape lane, I'm going, that's 22.
So this is,
you got it out to 29.
This is out to 29, so we're looking at the major outages of these bands here, the minors are the skinny ones, and this is what we think is going to happen from an uptime standpoint with all of your assets, with the current plans that we have in place.
No way.
So,
I'm sorry,
go ahead.
I'm all geeky now. So we have these outages right here, whatever they might be. Can we move that?
Yeah, everything can be flexible.
Everything is just like, well,
in fact, one of the big powers here is that we're building a model for everything, and then you can start playing with different variables. So he said, what if I had to do an outage every 4 years instead of every 3? What if I only had $20 million maintenance budget instead of 25? What are the impacts of those things all in this predictive model? So I can even look at...
How do you load up the data?
So we pull information from different systems of record, like an SAP, CMMS, extract all the information, and we can contextualize it to these assets in our system model here. So this is a model of all of the different assets within the facility, and right now I have them color-coded automatically based on their economic risk. I can get health and safety risk, and then I can also link each of these to different documents that they exist on, and a piece of information like time series data. So I can pull up a PI sensor for outlet temperature here, and see this over time, and have that influence the model as well. Now, where this gets really cool is that the individual assets, each one of them, let's say I have a bad actor that's giving me some vibration data threats. What I'm looking at here is a pump bearing, and I've got vibration data over time coming in from where they record their vibration data at this customer site. And then I can forecast out when I think the damage is going to onset. I got a predicted failure date here, and I get an earliest here, kind of like a hurricane tracker.
Yeah.
Now,
okay, that's your bandwidth.
That's my bandwidth, uncertainty. So this gets really tight. I'm going to show you a couple ones here on this asset. We've got something, hey, this is looking out way in the future. This is way in the future, a little more near term. This sensor here is starting to give us some damage much sooner. And here you're looking at one that's immediate onset of damage. So I got to go react to this.
It's got a major slope to it. It's like, and then it just escalates dramatically. So you're pulling that data in from.
Yeah. So then what I go do, I say, hey, based on what I think is going to happen from a failure modes and an effects, I need to go mitigate that risk, right? I'm going to go plan in some extra tasks. These are all my maintenance tasks that I got from a work history and a future tasks. And then I go add in a task, and you can see on this one where I've added it, I've now got my risk of failure over time and my mitigated risk. And then on the whole asset, I love this color coding here. I've got my whole asset risk, I've got my risk of my bearings, I've got my risk of my impeller, and I've got my mitigated. So I basically show, with this plan, I've bought myself $1.5 million worth of risk reduction.
I gotta ask the question, how quickly can you set something like this up? Can I incrementally sort of look and say, let me go over here and at least just try this?
Yes.
And go from here, because that's a lot of data.
It's a lot of data.
That's a tsunami of data.
It's a tsunami of data, but that's okay. What we love about it is you only need to put in the data that's going to impact the models. And you can build in basic industry standards and kind of extractions you already have, bulk upload it, set it up, and then figure out where do I need to go get more data, and let the model tell you where to go get more data, or where I need more analysis.
But then
and for everything
also,
else,
you can continue to hone, refine, improve the predictability of this platform, so it just gets better over time, theoretically.
Yes, you said it, exactly. You start off with some shotgun analysis.
Just slip you my resume?
And then, exactly.
Like,
and then you go, every time, it's a little bit better. Exactly, you live and breathe in this system, you start doing annual plans, multi-year plans, and then you also live with what am I expecting next week, next month.
That's good. So, Michael,
thank you for the
fantastic. Pinnacle, data-driven. I like this a lot. All right, we're going to be broadcasting from SMRP a lot at this particular event, and we're going to be highlighting people like Michael and Pinnacle because they're solving problems. So stay tuned. We will be right back.